Hi guys, get ready with me while I talk about how my life has changed since coming from high school into college. So I've already done my eyebrows and then I already have on like skin prep and sunscreen. And I'm just gonna start on, I think I'm gonna start with contour. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start with contour. In high school, I was in I believe it's like a magnet STEM program. It was called STEM, but it was basically a program where we kind of learn at a accelerated rate. So in each grade we're learning a year before, and I was in this program slash like school system since 6th grade. I honestly just heard about it from a friend, and I came with her to the program in 6th grade, and I was just in it till high school. I think in hindsight, it was a very like good community, and obviously I met a lot of my friends through being in STEM, but I think like overall it just didn't align with what I wanted to do in the future. I wanted to do something more in creative centers rather than just the central areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. And then there was obviously like biomedical pathways too and stuff like that, which I was in high school. I was in the biomedical program, but I think just over time I had switched my like focus a couple times. I was originally in computer science in like freshman year, I think to sophomore, but I ended up leaving and going to the medical pathway. And I just think overall it just wasn't the best fit for me. I think in high school I was just really drained from like experiences in high school, and I was just very over the environment, the people. I feel like high school is very cliquey, and it's just kind of like a popularity contest in some areas, and it just feels like everyone's judging each other like for no reason. And I think me and my friends talk about this a lot, but it's just really like, I guess it was just really exhausting to get up every day and have to make a new outfit and go to school and kind of like put on this persona like things were what they weren't. I don't think I would say like I was depressed or anything like that, but I think I would just say that I was unhappy in high school. I was just obviously doing the biomedical pathway, and it just wasn't the best fit for me. It honestly just wasn't something that I found joy in or interest in at all. And I knew that, so I was very careless towards that. Especially I was just very careless towards what grades I got in that class and what assignments I did, and like going to school in general. My attendance was really bad in senior year just because I didn't want to do any of that. But I think also coming from high school to college, I was really nervous about what I was gonna do, especially over that summer, like that transition summer. I was very worried about like going into college, what was my major gonna be. Originally I had just majored in like my basics. I was gonna take math, and I think it was US history, and I was just really like kind of stressed about and I'm going with blush, sorry, but I was just really stressed about like finding where I fit into the world, because I feel like, especially like in my generation, I feel like there's a lot of pressure to become successful and to be successful at a young age, because on social media that's like all people are seeing. So I feel like I was really stressed about coming to college and not figuring out what I want to do. But in that summer I decided on obviously going into social media and digital marketing, which I have some videos about on my YouTube channel that you can watch, and just basically deciding on my major and finding confidence in my major, I guess. And through being in college, I genuinely feel like I am at a completely different place than I was in high school, and like completely different mindset. Like I genuinely am excited to learn. I'm excited to complete new assignments. I'm excited to grow my understanding, and one day even like obviously go into the industry for this degree, major, however you would like to put it. But I just genuinely have found like so much joy in like completing coursework, which I feel like throughout high school is really burnt out. And I don't want to sound like tone deaf or anything like that. Obviously there's people that go through a lot more than I went through. Like, I'm not trying to act like high school was hell for me, but I'm just saying that both like my mental state and just being in high school, it just felt very suffocating, honestly, to be in high school. And I feel like through being in college, I get to make my own schedule. I get to like genuinely have fun with the work I'm doing, and overall just like grow my understanding, like I've said. And I genuinely really enjoy my teachers. They're very responsive, they're very helpful, they're very like, they go very in-depth in lessons and things like that. And I feel like in high school, especially like my biomedical teacher, she was just very like careless about like what seemed like our education, because she was leaving the year that I left high school, and she just seemed like she really did not care about, like, she would like joke about failing us, and like it was just kind of like a weird relationship. I think since coming into college, and obviously just like I think coming into myself as well, I just have a new like perspective on life. I genuinely feel hopeful for like the future and my like experiences throughout like each year, each semester. And honestly, I feel like my habits have changed a lot. In high school I was very like, obviously, like I said, I didn't really care about my work, but I also feel like I didn't really care about like myself, my well-being, what I was eating. Like I would just eat junk food, or I would just not really eat, forget to eat, go to sleep, and like, or be doing homework sometimes and just not really tend to care about myself. And I feel like now I go to the gym consistently, I work out consistently, I like take time for myself, where I do like skincare or self-care habits, like really like make me feel more grounded into myself and feel more grounded into the life that I live, obviously. And I feel like that in comparison to high school, where I did not work out, I did not really care how I looked, but I also kind of like internally disliked myself because I wasn't doing those things, because I wasn't taking care of myself. And I feel like now, since coming to college, I genuinely have had like a drastic mindset change, and I really just like understand where I need to be and why I need to do the things I need to do. I feel like I have a lot more discipline towards especially assignments and towards myself, like I said. But I just feel like I have a lot more discipline towards school. And like, I feel like there is a lot more responsibility on me, which was also something I was really worried about. I mean, coming into college, sorry. Because honestly, throughout high school, I feel like I was a very, like, I wanted to be with my friends. I always did what my friends wanted to do. That's honestly why I came to STEM in the first place in 6th grade, because it was my best friend, and I didn't want to, like, go to middle school without her. And I feel like throughout my life, I was a lot of a follower. There would be things that interested me or things that I wanted to do, but I would always like put it aside because it's out of my comfort zone. And I feel like since coming to college, I have came out of my comfort zone, because you have to. It's time to be an adult. And I feel like that's what I had to tell myself a lot. I was like, it's time to be an adult. And I know that sounds like, obviously, like, yeah. But I think, like, genuinely having the experience and, like, coming into college, I was able to be pushed into it more. And it wasn't just, like, high school where I can just go with the grain, kind of, and be like everyone else and do what everyone else is doing. Because this is about me now. Like, I can't just follow my friends and do what my friends want to do, you know? So I think coming into college, I did have a lot of like mindset shift, handling things like FAFSA, talking to advisors, handling classes, figuring out a schedule for myself, are all things that like really help me step up to the plate and like genuinely take accountability for not only myself, but like my life, my trajectory, you know. I'm just blending out my concealer. I think in the first semester I did take a lot of in-person courses, which I don't think I did enjoy as much. I think I really do like having online courses, and especially on my campus, because I can like go in person and still ask questions and still like go in for in-person classes and get like advice from my teacher, get grasp like understanding and things like that. But I think having a more online schedule, currently I just go 1 day a week, which is Wednesday, for one class. and this schedule works so much better for me. Obviously, I have a lot more time to just complete my work, and I think I like going at my own pace and just doing things on my own. But I think it's still good that I go in like one day, so I'm not like completely isolated. I do genuinely find happiness in like being by myself and kind of like not going to school as often, because I feel like just getting ready was a little bit redundant, because obviously I understand like what the courses are asking. Like today I'm going in because I do have a couple questions for my teacher. I am just a little bit confused about some of the information that she like posted, so I'm gonna obviously go in and ask her about that. I think obviously at the end there was a lot of bittersweet moments with high school, but overall it was just exhausting. The cycle of it all, the people of it all. Like obviously, like I stated, some of my teachers. And also, sorry, I forgot to mention, sorry for the state of my appearance. I'm just in a bonnet because I am wearing more like natural hair right now, so I style it like after I finish getting ready. So I'm just in my bonnet right now for comfort and for whatever's sake. So obviously I just finished baking, and then now I'm just gonna wipe off the bake off my upper of my eyelids and then off my forehead. I think also, like, obviously since having gone to college and like being in college, I have let go of a lot of my resentment towards school. There is still some in me, just from obviously I went to school for like 12 school years. I just honestly think that I had a lot of resentment, especially towards like the routine of getting ready for school, especially day after day after day. I obviously understand that that's like a work schedule for a lot of people, but I just do not think that that is a schedule that's meant for me. I think I would have to change a lot about how I get ready. Exhausting to like an extreme point where I just start to like hate on myself, basically. And I obviously that's something like I feel like I have to work through too, but I think I do just genuinely have like a lot of resentment towards that, and through coming to college I have let go of a lot of that, like a lot of the routine. It's like it's not like that anymore. I don't have to see school as a chore anymore. I think if I would have went in to college doing my basics instead of doing like social media and digital marketing, I would have been a lot less content with school how I am now. I feel like I'm just not a person that readily enjoys or like really enjoys basic subjects anymore. Like this summer I am taking math and I'm taking a couple other basics, but I think if I would have just taken my basics, I would have been really unhappy with school. Honestly, I don't know exactly where that comes from or what that stems from, because I used to actually be really good at math and I used to really enjoy math when I was in like elementary and middle school. But I think just the resentment kind of weighed over a lot of that. So maybe going into the summer, I might enjoy those courses more. I just finished putting on my tubing mascara. I think as well, coming to this major, I've been able to like come out of my shell a lot more. I feel like I was a very like person that wanted to be like not seen, or like not really noticed. And I feel like through being in this program, obviously I have to post videos online, especially in this semester, and I feel like people from my school, I've seen those videos, having less thought to how those people are perceiving me. I'm doing this for me. At the end of the day, I'm doing this for my career. I'm doing this to advance my knowledge. I'm not doing this to get opinions from other people about how they feel about me or about how they feel about the content I post. I forgot to do eyeliner before, so let me try to lock in. I kind of have to do it off camera, so I might just do it off camera and come back. Okay, I just finished my makeup. I'm gonna put on some setting spray, and then I'm gonna fix my hair and put on my outfit, and then I'll be back. Okay, well, it's about time for me to head out for school, but I do just want to say I believe walking the stage was one of the most impactful moments of my life, both towards my career and towards closing the chapter of high school. I do just want to say, like, directly to anybody who is struggling with being in high school, with senioritis, with making it to the end, that there is so much beyond high school. There's so much beyond the bubble that you're currently in. and it does truly get so much better. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, go check out some of the other videos that are on my page. Thank you for getting ready with me. Bye, guys.